everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm gonna talk about the disaster that was my Splendour experience. So I'm just gonna start off by giving you like some important details. First of all, I had a day ticket for the Friday lineup. I wasn't camping at the Splendour ground, thank God. Like, I was at a different camping ground and we caught a shuttle bus in. I think I am also, from this trip I've discovered I am not a camping person, which I feel like we could have all figured out without me going camping, but let's get right on into it. So my Splendour experience begins really well, actually. I went with my two friends, James and Henry, and we bought our tickets in December of last year. I think that's what we worked out. We were aiming actually to get 3-day camping tickets like at the Splendour campground, and then we went on the exact time that they told that they were like, these tickets are going on sale at this time, and they were all already sold out, which honestly, a blessing in disguise. However, not a great blessing in this situation, because we were keen to like go for all of the artists. Anyway, so we end up settling on just getting Friday day passes, and then so we camp on the Thursday night and the Friday night, and then we leave on the Saturday. I picked up on Thursday, all is well. We're jamming out to some tunes, we pick up James, we make our way there, stop at Macca's on the way, have lunch. Perfect, everything's going great. We get to the campground's nice, great amenities, and then we start setting up the tents, and here is the first. This whole story has like a series of disasters. So the first one, we accidentally took a broken tent. So the boys had one tent and then I had a single person tent. The tent is broken. So one of the poles was like, I don't know how to explain it, but like when you set up poles for tents, they like, the parts of the pole goes into the other pole and it like, and then you bend it so that it makes the tent shape. That was a really poor explanation, but it's the only one you're getting. One of the poles is broken, so we have to duct tape it, and then it still doesn't sit up properly, but I'm just like, it's fine, I'll deal with it. Just look at what my dog is looking like right now. He's a doona diver, in case you couldn't tell. Then it's Thursday, we're just, you know, chuffing about a little bit. We go for a little walk around the area. Everything's great. There's a lot of people in the campsite, and we were playing this fun little game. I say we, but I mean myself. I was kind of the only one playing this game, but I was like looking at people and trying to discern whether they were Splendour people or not. And I ended up gauging most of them that were Splendour people and most of them that weren't. So I did pretty good, and that you'll all be happy to know. And then, alright, so we have these little beds that are like, they're like stretchers. I don't know if that's like a bad description, but that's the only description I can think of. That like the beds are like stretchers, and then we got sleeping bags, and I have my pillows. And I brought 2 pillows. And as most of you know, actually unless you're a returning subscriber you probably won't know, but I have a back injury. So I have disc prolapse in my back. And I can only sleep on one side or on my stomach. And Henry, I love you, but Henry forgot to give me my mattress. And I just didn't think anything of it because I was like, oh, okay, I guess there's just no mattress, so I'm just gonna live with this. I slept terribly. And I am someone who, I need noise to sleep, but the type of noise that was going on was 80km/h winds and torrential rain. I don't know if I'm using torrential in the right thing, but it sounded really loud, and I was very close to the outdoors, and it was not for me. It really wasn't. No. I sleep terribly. I think I fell asleep for about half an hour at a time, and then I fell asleep and woke up, fell asleep and woke up, fell asleep and woke up. And normally I have to have like YouTube or something playing for me to fall asleep. Otherwise, this brain is constantly on. Like, I can't not think about anything. And I don't know, like, I'm not overthinking about anything, I'm just thinking. And I think a lot, and I think fast. So my brain is not gonna like quiet down, and it takes me, if there's nothing else to like hold my attention, I'm not gonna fall asleep for about 2 hours on a good day. And obviously because the camping site not powered, so I can't just have my phone playing YouTube because this is not going to work. It's not going to help. It's not going to work. And then if I wake up to a dead phone in the morning, terrible day. Terrible day. Then I wake up for the final time. It's Friday. Friday morning. I'm like, I slept terribly. My back is aching. But you know what? Today's the day. I get to see Maya. I get to see Hooligan Hefts. I was excited. I had a really cute outfit planned. The outfit did not happen. I wore the skirt with like a t-shirt and a long sleeve shirt underneath, and then a coat, like a little zip up hoodie, and then like a raincoat and a spray thing. What is it? What are they called? A little poncho, rain poncho. I wore that over the top of everything. But I was like, you know what? The weather is shit, but I'm excited to see, because Maya is someone, I followed her before, like, she started making music, because she used to have a YouTube channel. I, like, followed her YouTube channel, and then, like, I continued following her when she was making music and everything, and I was like, I'm so excited to see her. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, right? Then we are catching the shuttle. We're excited. Everything's going well. It's raining. And I'm like, I'm wearing my sister's Doc Martens right now. I am going to get them absolutely disgusting, but I don't care. Like, it's all in the name of live music, right? Wrong. We get to, so we have a shuttle to Byron, and then from Byron to like the showground or wherever the festival is. We end up, this is the best part of the day, right? We end up we're waiting for the bus to take us to the showground. So this is at like the little stopover. And then I see this bus, and it's a double-decker bus, and it's got fucking like the fake vines wrapped around it, and there's a DJ inside, and then there's someone in the window being like, come here, and then in the window it says free shuttle, and I was like, guys, fuck it, come on. We end up getting on this shuttle bus, free shuttle. It's a V, like, sponsored, like V Energy Drinks sponsored thing. And we all get a free V. There's a drag queen performing. There's DJ. I got a free bucket hat. I don't actually know where it is. I think I might have actually left it in Henry's car. But I got a free bucket hat. Life was great. I was getting hyped. We're getting excited for, like, we're about to see live music. And a drag queen. I'm, like, sitting in an aisle seat, and a drag queen is dancing up and down this bus. Like, the dream. I'm literally living the dream. We actually had to change buses because they were like, guys, Red Bull found out we're here, we're not supposed to be here. So then they changed us to a different bus that's like not got V written all over it. And then we get to the grounds, we get off, it's muddy. Like, this is like, we're not even in near any of the stages, and the mud has begun. And I'm like, you know what, it's fine. I need to not like be dramatic about this mud. Like, it's okay to get dirty. I'll have a shower when I get back, you know. I'm gearing myself up to get muddy. And we get in the showgrounds. We're just kind of like looking around because there's little stalls everywhere. There's little bars and everything. The bars weren't super appealing to me because I don't drink, but the boys do. And we were just like, we were sussing everything out. We were looking for everything. And I'm like walking around, and I just catch parts of people's conversations being like, oh yeah, like they said it was going on even rain, hail or shine. And I was like, what do these people mean? And I'm like, guys, I'm kind of concerned that something's happened that we don't know about, because I'm hearing, like, I'm catching parts of people's conversations as they're like walking past, being like, I can't believe it, I'm so disappointed. Like, that's all I'm just hearing from randos. I'm like, okay, we need to find a space, because some parts of the grounds there was like really bad reception and nothing was loading. And I was like, okay, can we just find a spot where there's reception, and I'm gonna check Splendour's Instagram. And keep in mind, we had been at the grounds for about like, I want to say maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. What do I see when I check Splendour's Instagram? Statement from Splendour and the Grass organizers. A significant weather system is currently sitting off the east coast and may reach land later today, bringing more rainfall. In the interest of patron safety and in consultation with all relevant emergency services, we have decided to err on the side of caution and cancel performances on the main stages today only. So all live music, cancelled. All of our destination spaces, so like the bars that are like sponsored, like all the Captain Morgan, the Seltzer Springs and whatever, will remain open today for patrons who are already on site, as well as those at our satellite campground at Byron Events Farm. Please relax and enjoy what is open. So you're cancelling all the live music, which is the reason that we're here, and then be like, oh, but you can still purchase all of our overpriced food and drinks. No. And then day patrons are asked not to attend the festival today while we work on repairs. I was a day patron. I was already there. And probably about a couple hours earlier, so they put out a statement saying, yep, the show will go on, rain, hail or shine, everything is happening, like it's still going on. So we're like, okay, we just need to gear up to get super muddy and everything. We're gonna tolerate the mud and then just enjoy the artists that we came to see. Like the boys were really excited to see Joy Crooks. I was definitely very excited to see Maya and Hooligan Hefts and Gorillas, obviously. And then they were like, oh, Mosh Tix will reach out in regards of like refunds and stuff. Mosh Tix, I got an email from Mosh Tix and it literally said the exact same thing that was on Splendour's Instagram. The only reason I'm decently confident that I'll be getting a refund is because in an ABC interview, the like owner of Splendour, the manager of Splendour or whatever, said that they will be issuing refunds. When that happens, I don't know. Then we get back to the campsite and we're a bit like bummed because we were out of the house for about an hour, and then we came back and we're like, okay, well, what do we do now? The disasters don't end here. Just keep in mind. Henry's looking through the car, he finds my mattress, and then we pump it up, and then we put that in my tent. So that sort of disaster was over. And I'm looking through Instagram stories, and Maya has posted on her Instagram story, and it's like, doing a gig at, I think it was called like the Railway Bar or something like that. It was like close to the train line. It was her and a couple other of the smaller artists were like, we're gonna do a free gig, free entry, doors at 7. So we're like, oh, okay, well, some live music is better than no live music, and Maya was one of the ones that I was there to see. So I go, I'm like, oh, talking to the boys, and I'm like, guys, like, we gotta go to this. Like, we gotta go to this gig. Then we're like, yeah, we get up, we get ready. We leave the place to get there at about, like, maybe 6:40, 6:30. And we're waiting in line for an hour and a half. And then the security guard kind of is like, why are you guys still, like, waiting? We can't get in to the gig because it's too full. So then we're just like standing there and we're like, okay, like it got to like 7:30, I think nearly 8 o'clock, and we were just like, okay, let's call it. And then we left. We went home to the campsite, and so I went to Splendour in the Grass and I saw 0 live music, and then I didn't get into the gig because there was too many people in the place already. And then we went back to the campsite and I was in bed both nights. I was on holiday and I was in bed both nights by 9 p.m. I'm never even in bed by 9 p.m. at home. And then we came home the next day. The best part of this entire trip was the fact that I went to Nando's on the way home. And that was in Brisbane. The trip was a flop. I still had fun hanging out with my boys. But that was supposed to be my last, like, exciting thing that I was doing before I move countries next week. And I saw no live music. So, thank you, Splendour in the Grass. The experience was not a positive one. I do try and, like, look for the positive in the situation, but it's also the fact that, like, we had already, like, we paid in advance for the shuttle, like, everything was already sorted out, and we get there, and then 15 minutes later, we get informed that it's cancelled. So then we have to make our way back whilst, like, we're already muddy. And then, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rant about the fact that I saw no live music at Splendour. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.